already dead. Fresh dead, but dead. And at the time I thought it was a good idea to bring it home. Don't ask me why. I must have been crazy. How did I know that Ellie was going to grab me and give me one of her little talks? "Oh, Tuffy, that's the second time this week. I can't bear it. I know you're a cat and it's natural and everything, but please, for my sake, stop." She gazed into my eyes. "Will you stop? Please?" I gave her the blink. Well, I tried, but she wasn't having any. "I mean it, Tuffy," she told me. "I love you and I understand how you feel, but you've got to stop doing this, okay?" She had me by the paws. What could I say? So I tried to look all sorry. And then she burst into tears all over again and we had another funeral. This place is turning into Fun City. It really is. Thursday. Okay. I'll try and explain about the rabbit. For starters, I don't think anyone's given me enough credit for getting it through the cat flap. That was not easy. I can tell you it took about an hour to get that rabbit through that little hole. That rabbit was downright fat. It was more like a pig than a rabbit, if you want my opinion. Not that any of them cared what I thought. They were going mental. "It's Thumper!" cried Ellie. "It's next door's Thumper!" "Oh, Lordy," said Ellie's father. "Now we're in trouble. What are we going to do?" Ellie's mother stared at me. "How could a cat do that?" she asked. "I mean, it's not like a tiny bird or a mouse or anything. That rabbit is the same size as Tuffy. They both weigh a ton." "Oh, nice. Very nice. This is my family, I'll have you know. Well, Ellie's family, but you take my point." And Ellie, of course, freaked out. She went berserk. "It's horrible," she cried. "Horrible! I can't believe that Tuffy could have done that. Thumper's been next door for years and years and years." Sure, Thumper was a friend. I knew him well. She turned on me. "Tuffy, this is the end. That poor rabbit. Look at him." And Thumper did look a bit of a mess, I admit it. I mean, most of it was only mud. And a few grass stains, I suppose. And there were quite a few bits of twig and stuff stuck in his fur. And he had a streak of oil on one ear. But no one gets dragged the whole way across a garden and through a hedge and over another garden and through a freshly oiled cat flap and ends up looking as if they're just off to a party. And Thumper didn't care what he looked like. He was dead. The rest of them minded, though. They minded a lot. What are we going to do? "Oh, this is dreadful. Next door will never speak to us again. We must think of something." And they did. I have to say, it was a brilliant plan by any standards. First, Ellie's father fetched the bucket again and filled it with warm soapy water. He gave me a bit of a look as he did this, trying to make me feel guilty for the fact that he'd had to dip his hands in the old fairy liquid twice in 1 week. I just gave him my old "I am not impressed" stare back. Then Ellie's mother dunked Thumper in the bucket and gave him a nice bubbly wash and a swill about. The water turned a pretty nasty brown colour, all that mud. And then, glaring at me as if it were all my fault, they tipped it down the sink and began over again with fresh soap suds. Ellie was snivelling, of course. "Do stop that, Ellie," her mother said. "It's getting on my nerves. If you want to do something useful, go and fetch the hairdryer." So Ellie trailed upstairs, still bawling her eyes out. I sat on the top of the dresser and watched them. They upended poor Thumper and dunked him again in the bucket. Good job he wasn't his old self. He'd have hated all this washing. And when the water finally ran clear, they pulled him out and drained him. Then they plonked him on newspaper and gave Ellie the hairdryer. "There you go," they said.